Hello and welcome. This is Cambridge O-Level Mathematics Syllabus D, paper number 1. The subject code is 4024. This is May-June 2022 exam, and this is the variant 1 for this series of exam. So let's start. First question, write down the value of 5 in this number. So we see here that the number is 200,000. Sorry, the number is 253,624. So the number 5, the location of number 5 is at the 1000 location. So actually, if we are going to see the value of it, so it is 200,000. Then we have 50,000. Then we have 600. Then we have 20, and then we have 4. So these are the values of each. So the number 5 has a value of 50,000. Part B, it says the crowd at sports event is exactly 35678 or 35,687. Write down or write this number correct to the nearest 10. So this is first and this is the 10th location of the number. So we have to write down the number to the nearest 10. So this will be 35690. This will be the nearest 10. Usually the students make mistake. They say 35680. This is wrong. This is not the right answer. The right answer is 35690. Next question, question 2A. It says write down the number of lines of symmetry of this diagram. So we are given this diagram, and with the lines of symmetry, you can say that if we are having a line and that line is acting as a mirror, the right hand side or the left hand side, or you can say the one side is the mirror image of the other side. So for example, the easiest thing is if I'm going to draw a mirror line or line of symmetry like this, we can see that this whole on this right hand side is a mirror image of everything that is on the left hand side. So we have one line of symmetry. Then let's see if I'm going to draw a line of symmetry, something like this. Uh, so, and if we are going to see the image of this side and this side, so on this side and on this side, this is not the replica of this. So this is not a line of symmetry. Other line of symmetries you can see, or you can say that, say for example, if you're going to rotate the image around this line. If you're going to rotate the image around this line, this image will not be it will not be same, or it will not be symmetric. Similarly, if I'm going to rotate it across this line, uh, or get an image of this line, it will not be the same. So the only answer is one line of symmetry. So generally for questions like this, we make a couple of line of symmetries and see where we can have a mirror image of half of the shape or something like that. Then part B, it says write down the order of rotational symmetry of this diagram. So we are given here is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, a hexagon, and there is a plus sign in between. So if I'm going to rotate this plus sign by 90°, this whole hexagon will be uh, rotating by 90°, and it will remain the same. Then if I'm going to rotate it by further 90°, uh, it will again remain the same. And if I'm going to rotate it like this, it will be a mirror image of what this rotation was. And then if I'm going to rotate like this or a complete 360° rotation, it would be the same. So technically, after 4 rotations of 90°, I'm having two similar rotations or two rotations that are giving the same figure as which we have seen in earlier. So what we are left is we are left with two rotations. So we are left with two rotations and they repeat after 180 degrees. So the order of rotational symmetry will be 2. Next question, question number 3. It says table shows the average monthly temperatures in degree centigrade in Vladivostok. So January to December, for the whole year, the average is given. Find the difference between the highest and the lowest of these temperatures. Let's see, let's find the highest temperature. So highest temperature we can see in August, that is 20 degree. So we have to find the difference. Difference is highest, that is 20, minus the lowest. So this is my highest temperature, lowest -9, no -8, no -12. So this is my lowest. So -12 degree. So the difference is 32 degrees centigrade. So the answer will be 32. It then says in part B, in February, the average temperature of Yakutsk or something like that is 37 degrees centigrade below than Vladivostok. Find the average temperature of Yakutsk in February. Okay, so February is -8 degrees centigrade. So the temperature we have in February is -8, and the temperature in Yakutsk is below 37 degrees. So we subtract -37 from it. So what we get is -45 degrees centigrade. So the answer will be -45 degrees C. So do not forget this minus sign in this answer. Next question, question number 4. It says two cubes have a total volume of 152 centimeter cube. One cube has an edge of length 5 centimeter. Calculate the length of the edge of the other cube. Okay, so for a cube of something like this, so for example, this is my cube. So the volume of a cube is this length, and this length. So the length cube, all these lengths are equal, remember, in a cube. So and this is equal to L cube. So the total volume of, say, cube, let's see, we call this as cube 1 and cube 2. So cube 1 has a volume of 152 and one cube has a length, oh sorry, the total volume, oh sorry, one of the cube, let's say cube 1 has a length of 5 centimeter and total volume of these cubes. So total volume is volume of cube 1 plus volume of cube 2. So that is equal to 152 centimeter cube. Okay, so the first, if my length or the first cube has a length of 5 centimeter, my volume will be 5 into 5 into 5, and this is equal to 125 centimeter cube. So for the remaining volume, what is the remaining volume? Remaining volume will be 152 minus 125, and this comes out to be 27 centimeter cube. Now this is the remaining volume, and we know that the volume of any cube is equal to L cube. So for length for cube 2 cube is equal to 27. So the length for C2 is cube root of 27. And remember, the cube root of 27 is 3 multiplied by 3 multiplied by 3, 3 3 is 9, 9 3 is 27. So this comes out to be 3 centimeter, or the length of the cube 2, or the length of the cube 2 is 3 centimeter. Then part B, it says work out the total length of all the edges of the larger cube. So amongst these two cubes, cube C1 with length 5 centimeter is larger. Okay, so now we have to calculate the total, or the work out the total length of all the edges. So let's find out the number of edges. So let me draw this cube. So in this cube, we can see that how many edges we have. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4 edges, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So we have 12 edges, right? So we have total of 12 edges. Length of one edge, length of sorry, length of one edge is 5 centimeter. So the total length will be 12 multiplied by 5, 60 centimeter. So answer will be 60 centimeter. Next question. So here in question number 5, it says that the diagram shows a net of a solid drawn on a 1 centimeter grid. Name the solid formed by this net and describe fully the dimensions of the solid. Okay, so let's see. So this is a circle, and if I see that 1, 2, 3, so this is a dia or a circle with a diameter of 3 centimeter, and this is again a circle of diameter of 3 centimeter. Okay, and what is the total length? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 9 point approximately, you can say 2-ish, 2, then you can say 3 or 9.4 something. So this is something in the ballpark of 9.3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this is 6 centimeter in this direction. So if so this appears more or less like a cylinder. If I have a cylindrical shape like this, uh, something like this. So if my this diameter is 3 centimeter, this height will be 6 centimeter, and this diameter is again 3 centimeters. So this, and if I'm going to start uh, peeling it off, it will, so I will first of all, how I will peel it, uh, say if I'm going to, if I use a knife and peel up this square, this circle and flip it backwards, it will appear like this. And similarly, if I do the same with this circle, it will appear like this. And if I start from here and start peeling off this edge across the circle, this whole thing will be something like this. And this is 6 centimeter here, this is 6 centimeter here, and this is, so the whole curved surface forms a complete rectangle. So this is so the name of solid, it is a cylinder. So the dimensions, so cylinder with a diameter of 3 centimeter, or you can call it as, or radius of 1.5 centimeter, height of 6 centimeter. Okay, so these are the dimensions of this cylinder. Next question number 6, it says write down the prime numbers, sorry, write down a prime number between 10 to 50. Okay, so what are prime numbers? So prime numbers are the numbers which are, which can only be factorized by 1 and themselves. So 10, so 10 has a lot of factors, 2, 5, 1, 11. So yes, 11 is a prime number between 1 and 10. It is divisible only by 1 and 11. 12, no, 12 is there are factors of 12, uh, 12, 13, 14. So 12, no. Other factors include 2, 3, 4, 6. Similarly, 13, yes, certainly 13 is another prime number. 14, it's 14 again, it is divisible by 2, 7, 1, 14 itself. So there are multiple factors. So only the numbers that qualify are 11 and 13, and you can use any of these values. So I'll just write 11. Then it says in part B, write down an irrational number between 10 and 15. So remember, any irrational number is a number that can't be expressed as a form of fraction. So irrational number, let me write it down. Uh, a number that cannot be expressed as a fraction. Okay, so any numbers, so for example, between 10 and 15, all, so if there are numbers and there, for example, you call it as, say, under root 151, 150, for example, under root 171. So these numbers cannot be expressed as a fraction, so they will always be irrational numbers. Uh, so make sure you do not have, say, for example, 121 or 144 under root. So you can't write under root 121 because the number will be 11. Under root 144 will be uh, 12. Under root 169 will be 13, and so on and so forth. So all these numbers are not, so this is not an irrational, this is not an irrational, this is not an irrational number. But if you're going to write any of these numbers which don't get or which can't be expressed in a complete square form, then you will be having a number like that. Similarly, you can also say under root cube of, say, uh, any number that will not give you a complete square, and that lies somewhere in here. It will always give you. So a good safe bet, I would go with 150. Okay. Next, question number 7. In question number 7, it says 20 students were asked how many pets they owned. Their responses are shown in the table. Uh, the number of pets are shown 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and the frequency for the number of pets. So number A is find the median number of pets. So median is the number that is having the most number of frequency or most number of replies. So 8 are the most number of replies, and the number of pets is 1. The answer for this will be find the median number of pets will be 1. Moving ahead, they say calculate the mean number of pets. So that is I would say, a simple one. So mean, how we are going to calculate the mean? Mean will be so number of pets multiplied by the frequency. So 0 multiplied by 3 plus 1 multiplied by 8 plus 2 multiplied by 3 plus 3 multiplied by 4, 3 multiplied by 4 plus 4 multiplied by 0, 4 multiplied by 0 plus 5 multiplied by 2, and that is, and then dividing by the total number of pets, the total number of, oh sorry, total number of students who were asked. So the total number of students were 20. So the mean comes 0 plus 8 plus 6 plus 12 plus 0 plus 10 divided by 20. So this value comes out to be 36 over 20. If I simplify it, it becomes 18 by 10, and it is 1.8. So the answer will be 1.8. Next question. Question number 8, it says part A, work out this fraction. So 2 by 3, we take the LCM of 3, 5, so it becomes 15. 3 into 5, 15. So 5, 2 multiplied by 5 minus 5, 3. So 3 multiplied by 3, 9. So 10 minus 9 divided by 15. This comes out to be 1 by 15. Okay. Then part B, it says 3 by 5. So 3 by 5 divided by 2 by 3. So the easy way to do it is just to change the division sign by multiplication sign and flip this. So if you flip this, it becomes something like this. 3 by 3 by 3 by 2, 2 by 5 divided by 2 by 3, 3 by 2. So it becomes 9 by 10. 2 by 5. 3 by 5. Okay, yes. So it becomes something like this. 3 goes up, 3 into 3, 9, 2, 5 to 10. Okay, yes, so yes, we are good. So 9 by 10. Moving ahead, question number 9, it says, write these lengths in order of size, starting with the smallest. So the easy way is to convert them. So for me, I would just convert to meters. Okay, so 1 meter is equal to 100 centimeter. And similarly, 1 meter is equal to 1000 millimeter, because 1 centimeter is equal to 10 millimeter. So I will divide this by 100. I will divide this by 1000. And 1 kilometer is equal to 1000 meters. So I will multiply it by 1000, and I will keep it as such. So if I'm going to divide it by 100, so 2, it comes out to be 320 meters. This 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, it becomes 3.3 meters. This comes to be 3100 meters, and this becomes 34 meters. Okay, so the first one, the smallest one is this. Smallest one is 3.3 meters. So I will write the actual 3300 millimeter. So remember, in the answer, you have to write these values, not this. Then 33, then 34 meters. So then 34 meters. After 34 meters, have 320 meters. So 320 meters is actually 32,000 centimeters. So 32,000 centimeter. And in the last one, we are left with 3100 meters, or 3.1 kilometers. So this is how your answer will look like. Next question, question number 10, it says the table below shows the monthly rent of 9 apartments and the distance of these apartments from the city center. So part A, it says complete the scatter diagram. The first 4 plots have been plotted for you. So first 4 plots, so 0.8 kilometer, and the monthly rent is 570. So this is 0.8 kilometers is here, and the monthly rent of 570 is somewhere here. Similarly, all these plots, first 4 are plotted. Then distance of 2 kilometers and the rent of 480. So 2 kilometers, 480, 400, 450, 60, 70, 80. So again, it's a scatter plot. So make a cross here. Then distance is 4.3 and 270. 4.3, 1, 2, 3, and 4 and 270. 250, 60, and 70. 1, 2, 3. So somewhere here. Then 3 and 360. So 3 and 300, 350, 360 here, and then 1 kilometer and 530. 1 kilometer and 500. 1, 2, 1, 2, and 3. Something like this. So this will be your scatter plot. So once you plot all these points, you have done it. So what is the type of correlation shown? So we can see that as our distance increases, our rent decreases. So this is a way, or we can say that it's a negative correlation between the monthly rent and the distance. So as the distance increases, the rent decreases. So it is a negative correlation situation here. On the scatter diagram, plot a best fit straight line. So now this is a very, very interesting and an important thing. So make sure that most of the points you have lie on the straight line. And if you have a point that is not lying on the line, make sure your line passes in such a way that the number of points above the line and below the line are equal. Say, for example, if I'm going to draw a line, I have two below, I have two above, and my line passes something like this. So for me, um, I will make sure that this point also lies below. So, and in this way, I would say most of these are okay. It's a best fit straight line for me. So again, once you will be drawing it on the paper, make sure you have them plotted correctly, and you make a line in a best fit straight manner. Then in part D, it says use your best fit straight line to estimate the monthly rent of the apartment, which is 4 kilometers from the city. So monthly rent at 4 kilometer is something like here. So it would be 250, 60, and 70, something around 270 US dollars. Okay. So 4.3 is 270. So again, it depends upon your line. So it will be something around $270. Then question number 11. Uh, so before I go to question number 11, remember this value will differ for each of your students, and it will depend upon the line you have drawn. So after the exam, if you are confirming your answers, make sure don't get disappointed when somebody tells you that no, my answer was this. So if you are in the same ballpark, you'll be getting complete credit. So you don't need to worry about it. So next, question number 11, it says 10 adults were asked the color of their car. The results are shown. Color of their car, red, black, blue, silver. Frequency is also given. Write down the relative frequency that one of these cars is blue. So 100 adults were asked the blue. So relative frequency, so I call it as frequency 23 cars are blue out of total of 100 cars. So relative frequency is 23 by 100 or 0.23. And for frequency like this, a good way to write is 23 by 100. Then part B, a different group of 1200 adults were asked the color of their car. The relative frequency of one of these adults owning a white car is 0.3. Find the number of adults who own a white car. So relative frequency, so frequency, I call it as R frequency. So R frequency is 0.3, and this is equal to white cars divided by total cars. Okay, that is how you write it. So zero point 0.3 and multiply by total number of cars is 1200. Oh, sorry, the total number of adults, or also total number of cars, that is equal to 1200, and this is equal to white cars. So 1200 into 0.3, 3 divided by 10 into 1200, then this 360 comes out to be 360 cars. Okay. Next, question number 12. It says write by writing each number correct to one significant figure, estimate the value. Okay, so with this problem, what is the one significant figure of 2.8? So if I'm going to write it, it would be 0.3. So 0.3. What was the one significant figure of this? So 37.4. One significant figure, so the nearest is 40. Only one digit, 40. Then 77.8, the nearest is 80. The nearest is 80. So if I'm going to do it, for one significant figure, 1, 2, 3 by 20, or you can call it as 1.5. No, sorry, not 1.5, 1.5 divided by 10, 0.15, or so 3 by 20 or 0.15 is the estimated one significant answer to the nearest one significant figure. Next, question number 13a, it says expand and simplify. So it's a simple multiplication problem. So x multiplied by x, x square, minus x multiplied by 4, 4x, plus 3 into x, 3x, 3 into 4, minus sign and minus 12. So this comes out to be x square minus x square minus x minus 12. So this is x square minus x minus 12. Okay. Then in next question, it says, again, it's a simple problem. It is 5x plus 10 minus 4x plus, oh, sorry, more x minus 2. It comes out to be 5x plus 10 minus 4x plus 2. Minus sign comes plus sign. So comes out to be x plus 12. So answer is x plus 12. Okay. So moving ahead, part B, it says write as a single fraction in its simplest form. So single fraction, again, take the LCM. The LCM is 9, 3 into 3, and 3 multiplied by 3 multiplied by 4b plus 9 ones are 1 multiplied by 5b. So 12b plus 5b divided by 9. So this is 17b divided by 9, and this is the simplified form. So it is 17b divided by 9. That is the answer. Next, it says write in the standard form. So standard form, again, so it is 1, 2, 3. So if I have decimal by 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 6 zeros are here. So if I'm going to write it as it is 863 multiplied by 10 to power minus 6, and its standard form is 1 this multiplied by 10 to power minus 4. This will be, or this is how a standard form is written. There is one number on the left side of the decimal and rest of the numbers on the right side of the decimal, followed by a 10 to power figure. Okay, so this is how a standard form is written. So the answer is 8.63 into 10 to power minus 4. Next, part B, it says the table shows an approximate area of some deserts. Write down the name of desert with the largest area. So if I see here, Antarctica is something in the 10 to power 7 ballpark, kilometer square, 10 to power 6, 10 to power 6, 10 to power 5, 10 to power 6. So none of them or none of the other deserts are in the range of 10 to power 7. So this is the largest of amongst them. So 1.4 into 10 to power 7. Okay. And again, in the same question, if they are going to ask you which is the desert with the smallest number of area, and that would be the one with the least power of 10 as well as the number that is multiplying. So 10 to power 6, 10 to power 6, 10 to power 6 are all greater than 10 to power 5. Okay. So Kalahari will be the smallest desert if, for example, if they are going to ask you what's the smallest desert in the area. Then part 2, it says calculate the total area of Arabian and Kalahari. So the largest and the smallest. So the largest area is 1.4 into 10 to power 7 plus you're going to go 9 multiplied by 10 to power 5. So this is the total area that you will be calculating. Okay, so the easiest way is make sure that all these powers are of the same unit. So 10 to power, if I'm going to change it to 10 to power 5, so I have to multiply 1.4 by 100. So 140 it will be plus 9 into 10 to power 5. So this will be 149 into 10 to power 5 kilometer square. And you can also write as 1.49 into 10 to power 7 kilometer square. Okay, so 1.49 into 10 to power 7 kilometer square is the answer. Oh, okay. So again, with these questions, you always, what you need to do is to make sure that uh, this 10 to power 5 and these powers are of the same order. And once you have these of the same order, there won't be an issue. Okay, so I have entire. Sorry. In this question, I have made a mistake. I have added Antarctica, and Kalahari Desert. So no, this is not the right answer. I will be doing it again for you. So you have to add the Arabian Desert. Sorry, my bad. I apologize. So you have to add the Arabian Desert. So Arabian Desert is 2.3 into 10 to power 6 plus Kalahari is 9.0 into 10 to power 5. So do it the same way. So 2.3 multiplied by 10, 23 into 10 to power 5 plus 9 into 10 to power 5. So if I'm taking 10 to power 5 common, it becomes 23 plus 9, and 23 plus 9 becomes 3.2. Oh, sorry, 32 into 10 to power 5. And this comes out to be 3.2 into 10 to power 6. So the answer will be 3.2 into 10 to power 6 kilometer square. Then question number 15, it says evaluate 10, 7 power minus 3 divided by 7 power minus 4. So 7 power minus 3, I can write it as 1 by 7 cube divided by 1 by 7 power 4. So remember an earlier question we did. So just make it a multiplication sign and flip this fraction. This becomes 7 power 4, 7 power 3, 7 power 4. So only you are left with 7. So the answer will be 7. Then it says find the value of k when 3 power 6 whole power k is equal to 3 power 2. So 3 to power 6k, it becomes 3 power 6 times k, and this is equals to 3 to power 2. So you compare the top coefficients, it is becomes 6k equals to 2. So k becomes 2 by 6 becomes 1 by 3. So the answer is 1 by 3. So another way is to take log on the both sides. So 6k log of 3 and 2 log of 3, log of 3, log of 3 cancels. 6k is equal to 2, k is equal to 1 by 3. This is another way of solving it by taking logarithm on the both sides and getting the answer. Okay, so moving ahead, part C, it says simplify this and give you answer in the form of 2a, 3b, 5c. So 2, 3, 5 and whole square. So first of all, the square takes the precedence. So 3 is multiplied by uh, 2 power 4 multiplied by 3 square, or power 3 and square is 3 into 2, 6 multiply by 5, 4 into 2, 8. So this is what it becomes. And this 3, I will be going to multiply, add 1 here. So 2 power 4 multiply by 3 raised to power 7 multiply by 5 raised to power 8. And this thing is in the similar form as this. So I will write this form here, 2 raised to power 4 multiply by 3 raised to power 7 multiply by 5 raised to power 8. Okay, so moving ahead, question number 16, part A, on the grid below, draw and label the vector P. So this is my vector P, and this is, for example, a grid. On this grid, say I make my uh, axes as like this. So with the P on the X axis, so this is say X, this is Y, this is my origin. On the X axis, I have to go 2. So this will be your X, this will be your Y. On the X axis, you will be going to 2. On the Y axis, you will be going to 1, 2, and 3. So this will be the shape of your P vector, and make sure that you will be making an arrow like this and a hat over the P, and this is how you will be drawing up your a complete draw and label the vector P. So you'll be labeling this vector like this. Then on the grid below, draw a vector 2q. So remember, q was equal to minus 3, 2, and 2q will be equal to minus 6 and 4. So we have to be very, very careful that instead of uh, we are going on the, say, if I'm, let's draw it here on the X side, on the Y side. So on the X side, you'll be going on a minus direction. will be 6, and on the y side you will be going up by 4, and your vector will look something like this. This will be your 2q vector. So now use the first, draw a rough sketch on the right hand side on the space given on the paper, and then move to the grid, because that will help you in utilizing the grid properly. So 6 on the x-axis, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. So we are 8 spots here. So let me draw it from here. So for example, my origin is this. So this is my origin, and this is my, for example, x-axis. This is my y-axis. Say, apologize for the ugly line. So 1 2 3 4 5 6. So this is positive side. So this is -6, and 1 2 3 4. So this is 4. So +4. So the vector will be something like this. So this will be your 2q vector. So draw a vector like this, showing the origin and the grid, and the location, as well as the, make sure you draw the arrow and hat over the q. Then it says on the grid, draw vector p minus q. Okay, so this will be interesting. So the easiest way is to first of all solve this p minus q, p vector minus q vector. Okay, so the p vector was 2 3. So 2 3, and you are minusing it by -3 and 2. So if you're doing to do this, it would be 5, and 3 minus 2 is 1. So 5 1 will be your resultant r vector, that is or that they are asking you to draw. Or in other way, if you are going to draw both vectors, so our first vector will be p, that is 2 and 3, somewhere something like this. This will be your p vector, and then your q vector will be -3 and 2. This will be your q vector, and p minus q 5 1 will be something like this. So on, or so now let's try to so no, sorry, p minus q, it would be something like this, something like this. So on this, q is going on the x side by 3. So 1 2 3. Okay, so there is nothing on the bottom side, so I'm going to draw it like this: 1 2 3, and 1 2 3 4 5. 1 2 3 4 5. So I'll better leave. So let me draw in terms of vectors. So this is my x-axis, and this is my y-axis. This is my y-axis. So my p will be 1 2 and 1 2 3. This will be my p vector. On q vector will be -3 and +2. This will be my q vector. Okay, this is the origin. Let me change the color blue. So p minus q. So minus q head to, and with the head to tail load minus q, 1 2 1 2 3 4 and 5. So p minus q, q would be, this is minus q vector, and this resultant, let me draw it with a not good color for the slide. So I will be using black. So this is, so I mean, it's better to go and make sure that, so p minus q. Again, in the paper, I request you to draw it properly, and this is how this diagram shall look like. Okay, so next, question number 17. It says the scale of a map is 2 centimeter to 1 kilometer. The area of wood on the map is 6 centimeters square. Calculate the area in kilometers square. Okay, so this is an easy one, I would say. First of all, let's say you have 2 centimeter is equal to 1 kilometer, not equals to, is relating to, and your 1 centimeter is corresponding to uh, 1/2 kilometers, half a kilometer, uh, or you can call it as zero point 0.5 kilometer. And 1 centimeter square will be zero point 0.5 square and kilometer square. Okay, and this is equal to 0.25 kilometer square is equivalent to 1 centimeter square. So with 6 centimeter square, this will be equal to 6 multiplied by 0.25 kilometer square. So 6 into 1.5, it is 3/2 kilometer square, or 1.5 kilometer square. Okay, so this is how you go with the answer. Then question number 18, it says in the Venn diagram, shade the region represented by P intersection Q. So this is the whole subset of P, and Q dash, the whole region. So for example, let me draw this for you. So this is, for example, P, and this is your universal set, and this is your Q. So the area represented by P is like this, and area represented by, say, this is P, and this is Q, this is P, and Q dash, the area represented by Q dash is all this area. So what are the areas? Those are intersecting. So we can easily see that in this diagram, only this region is the P intersection of Q dash. Okay, so my shaded region like this, and make sure you don't go in the Q and you don't go out of P. So something like this, or a shaded region, is your P intersection of Q dash. Okay, then moving ahead, it says a club has 32 members. So there are a total of 32 members. 14 members are female, so female are 14. 18 members are male. Male members are 18. 5 of the females have black hair, so 5 with black hair. 6 of the males have black hair, so 6 of the males have black hair. So the total is the total member of clubs, that is 32. Females 14. Members with black hair, so members with black hair is 11. Members with black hair are 11. So complete the Venn diagram to show this information. Okay, so total number of female members without black hair is this site. So female members without black hair, let me shade it with a light color, that is, say, yellow. So this is the region that is the female members that are without black hair. So this region, okay, color, let's change the color. So this region, female members without black hair, 14 minus 5, this is 9. So this comes out to be 9. Then the intersection, members, those who are female and with black hairs, 5, and members only with black hair, which are not female, are actually men, that is 6. So this is 9 plus 5 plus so 14, 14 plus 6, 20. So the remaining, so if we are going to add all these, 9 plus 5 plus 6, we are with 20 members. So where are the other 12, or actually the members which are male and do not have black hair? So they are actually here. So these, the outside region of these two circles are this. So generally what students do, um, they put or they add values of 9, 5, and 6, and they miss this value. Make sure you don't miss this, because a good way to check is that the sum of all the numbers you have added in the Venn diagrams comes out to be equal to 32. Okay, so this is a good way to check this answer. Next, question number 19. So this is an interesting one. So circles, and sometimes or most of the students face issues in this, and since this requires a lot of practice, so I would always recommend that solve as much as these problems as possible to make sure that in the exam these are not the difficult ones you have to go through. So this is a circle given. So first they are asking us to find DEG. So DEG. So this is the angle they are asking to find. So let's see. So we have a chord DG, and this chord is suspending multiple angles on the circumference of the circle. So angle suspended by this chord on the circumference of the circle will be equal. So this is uh, 75. The same chord is having this angle. This is 75. For example, this same chord, if it is suspending an angle like this angle will again be 75. And say, for example, yeah. So this is how this will go about. Okay, and even for that matter, uh, yeah. So this is how it will go around. So this angle DEG, so angle DEG will be equal to 75, or angle suspended by the chord DG. DG, angle by the chord DG on the circumference of the circle. Okay. Next, it says find angle DOG. DOG. Okay. So remember again, this is the chord DG. This chord suspends an angle of 75 at the circumference, and the same chord will suspend an angle that will be equal to twice the angle at the circumference. This is again a property of that. This so this will be equal to uh, 2 times 75 degree centigrade degree, and that is equal to 150 degrees. So this angle is equal to 150 degrees. Okay. Now, last part, it says find angle DBC. You have to find out this angle. Okay. So see, this is FDBC is a quadrilateral inside a circle. So this is a quadrilateral inside a circle. So the opposite angles of such a quadrilateral, opposite angles are always, or the sum of opposite angles of this quadrilateral are always equal to 180 degrees. So 180 degrees, we are having one angle that is 75, and we subtract it from 175, and then we'll get this angle DBC. So this comes out to be 105 degrees and 105 degrees. So this is how you get this. Well, oh no, sorry, DBC. Sorry. So this is this angle I have calculated. So now this is 105. So you have to calculate this angle. So my bad. So this angle will be again angle all the sum of all these angles. Say let me sum of all these angles in blue will be equal to 180 degrees, because on a line the sum of all the angles, for example suspended by this angle plus this angle plus this angle, will be all equal to 180. So we have 48 degrees plus we have found out 105 plus the BC angle. Okay, and the sum is equal to 180. So 180 minus 48 minus 105, and this is equal to 27 degree. And my answer for this will be 27 degrees angle DBC. Okay, so this is how you're going to solve this question. So moving ahead, question number 20. Here they say you to find out the f of 3. So f of x, so just replace x by 3 in the function. So 3 plus 2 divided by 5, 6 into 3, 18 plus 2 divided by 5. This is 20 divided by 5. This comes out to be 4. Okay, the answer is 4. Okay, next question, part B. It says find f inverse of x. So f of x, we have 6 x plus 2 over 5. So let f of x is equal to y. Okay, so let f of x is equal to y. So let's say x plus 2, 5. So 5y minus 2 is equal to 6x. So x is equal to 5y minus 2 over 6. Okay, so now my value of x is this. So if I'm using it this, so from this assumption, I can say that x is equal to f inverse of y. Okay, so x is equal to f inverse of y. So my f inverse of y is equal to 5y minus 2 over 6. So just now replace y by x, or you can say write y is equal to x. Okay, so this will become f inverse of x. You will have 5x minus 2 over 6. This is as simple as that. Okay, so your answer will be 5x minus 2 divided by 6. That's it. Okay, so moving ahead, question number 21, it says y is inversely proportional to x plus 1 whole square. Given that y is equal to 2 when x equals to 3, find y when x equals to 9. So y is inversely proportional to 1 over x plus 1 whole square. And if I'm going to remove the proportionality sign, I will add the proportionality constant 1 over 1 x plus 1 whole square. Okay, so now put in values for y is equal to 2, for y is equal to 2, comma x is equal to 3. So let put y equals to 2, k, x is equal to 3 plus 1 whole square. The value of k will be 2 divided by k, 4 whole square. 16 multiplied by 2 is equal to 32 is equal to k. Okay, so the value of k is 32. Now my equation will become y is equal to 32 over x plus 1 whole square. Now put in, it says find y when x is equal to 9. So my x value is equal to 9. Find out y. 32 divided by, replace x by 9. 9 plus 1 whole square. So this is 32 divided by 10 whole square. Let me remove it. So 32 divided by 10 whole square. This is 32 over 100 is equal to 0.32. So my y value is 0.32 or 32 by 100. Okay, so this is how you go about this question. Next, it says question number 22, factorize this. So let's factorize it. So if I'm going to see it, let's take a common, 5x minus 3y minus, let's say c common, and 10 and 6. So let's say 2c common. It comes out 5x minus 3y. So because we're taking minuses common outside, so we have to replace the sign. Okay. So this comes, so the inside of both factors are the same. So it becomes a minus 2c, and we have to multiply it by 5x minus 3y. And this is the factorized form of it. So my answer will be a minus 2c multiplied by 5x minus 3y. Okay, this is how you go with it. Then question 22 part B, it says factorize now 15x 7x minus 4. So remember, you have to find out two numbers two numbers whose sum is equal to -7 and product sum is equal to this and product is equal to 15 multiplied by -4, or that is -60. Okay, so find out these two numbers that those numbers when multiply they give 60, and when they are added they give you, or then when they are added they give -7. So if you are going to see these numbers, so for example, if you're going to multiply 7, no, uh, 12 multiplied by 5. Okay, so 12 multiplied by 5, you will get 60, and 12 minus 5, you will get 7. Okay, so if your numbers are -12 and +5, you will be getting -60 and you'll be getting -7. So these are your numbers. So use them. So 15x square minus, so you have to take it a minus, so 12x plus 5x. So this comes out to be -7 minus 4. So just simply now use it to factorize. So you have 3x common. So you have 5x minus 4 plus 1 common, 5x minus 4. This comes out to be 3x plus 1 and 5x minus 4. So this is your answer. Let's see how simple is this. 3x plus 1 and 5x minus 4. Another way to solve it is to use the quadratic formula. So this is x square. So the quadratic formula for the roots x1, x2 is equal to minus b plus minus under root b square minus 4ac over 2a. So in this part, your b value is -7, your a value is 15, and your c value is -4. So put in these values and you will get x1 is equal to -12 and x2 is equal to 5. Okay, so you can use this quadratic formula as well, but since this question wants you to factorize, you have to use this approach, okay, to get complete credit. This is a way to check this answer and to see whether you have find out correct values or not. Okay, or not only check, you can always find out these roots, and these roots are actually these numbers. Okay, so moving ahead, question number 23, it says rearrange the formula to make x as the subject. Okay, so y multiply by 2x minus 1 is equal to 3x plus 2. We can also write this like this. Okay, so this becomes 2xy minus y minus 3x is equal to 2. Okay, so now I have to make x as a formula subject. So I'll keep x on the left hand side and move y on all the y's on the right hand side. So 2xy minus 3x remains here, 2 plus y goes here. So now I take x as common. It comes out to be 2y minus 3 is equal to y plus 2. So now x is equal to y plus 2 divided by 2y minus 3. So this is how you get the x as subject of the formula. So you get becomes y plus 2 divided by 2y minus 3. Okay, so this is how it goes. So next question, question number 24, it says, given that the two matrices given M and N, these are 2 by 2 matrices. So Mn is equal to n cross M, find the value of K. So let's multiply matrix M by N. So 1, 4, 0, 3, and I'm going to multiply it by K 1, 0, 4. So first part, 1 into K plus 0 into 1. Okay, first part, then 1 into 0 plus 0 into 4. Second part, then 4 into K plus 3 into 1. Then 4 into 0 plus 3 into 4. 3 into 4. Okay, so this comes out to be K 4K plus 3, k, 4k plus 3, 0 and 12. So this is equal my m cross n matrix. Okay. Then I have to multiply n cross n. So remember, first is n, k0, 1, 4, multiply by 1, 4, 0, 3. So we have to multiply these two matrices, k into 1 plus 0 into 4. This is the first. Then k into 0 plus 0 into 3. Then 1 into 1 plus 4 into 4. Then 1 into 0 plus 4 into 3. So it comes out to be k 1 plus 16, 17, 0 and 12. So these are n cross m. So this is n cross m. So they are saying that these two matrices are equal. So compare them. K 0, 4k plus 3, 12, k 0, 12, 17. So we see k equals k 0, 0, 12, 12. 4k plus 3 is equal to 17. So you can easily find the value of k. So k is 17 minus 3 divided by 4. So the value of k comes out to be k is equal to 17 minus 3, 14 by 4, 3s are 12, 2 by 4, 1 by 2. So this is 3.5, okay, or 7 by 2. 7 by 2, k is 7 by 2 or 3.5. So this is how you go around this question. Okay. Then question 25, and this is the, I suppose this is the last question of this exam. So it says in triangle ACD, B is the midpoint. B is the midpoint of AC and E is the midpoint of AD. So these two are B and E are midpoints. So it says express as simply as possible A and B. AB is given, DC is given, AC. AC vector is actually, so this is midpoint. So AC vector is actually 2 times of A B vector from here. So 2 times multiple of this 6A plus 3B B vector. So this is equal to 12A plus 6B. So AB will be equal to 12A plus 6B vector. Then it asks us to calculate AD vector. So this AD vector. So if I see here, where DC vector is given. So AD vector uh, from the figure, we can say that it is equal to AC vector plus CD vector. So AC we have already calculated 12A plus 6B. Then we have to add CD. CD is minus. So DC vector is equal to minus CD vector. Minus CD is minus 5A minus 2B. So you have to add minus 5A minus 2B. Okay, so remember A and B are vector signs. So it comes out to be 12 minus 5, so 7A plus 6 minus 2, 4B. So AD is 7A plus 4B vector. So this is the other vector we are getting. Okay. Then in part B, it says show that EB, this vector is parallel to DC vector. So these vectors are parallel. So remember for parallel vectors, where is my marker? So for vectors to be parallel, one condition is that say so for parallel vectors to be parallel, say vector A is a linear multiple of a vector B. So this is not a vector. So this is a sorry, not linear, just simply a multiple of any B vector. Then that vector will be or an integer multiple of vector another vector B. So we have to basically, if we are able to show something like this, that these two EB and DC vectors are linear multiple of or sorry, integer multiple of each other, then we'll be able to show them as parallel. Okay, so let's find out first of all a e vector. So for a e vector, we have to basically uh, say that uh, so let's find AE, sorry, EB vector. So for EB vector, we can say that it is first of all AE vector plus EB vector is equal to AP vector. So this is this triangle rule. Okay. So first case AE vector, so EB. So I have to find out EB vector. So EB vector is AB vector minus AE vector. And we have calculated AE, and AE is 1 by 2 because E is the midpoint of AD vector. So AD we have calculated, um, AD vector was 7A plus 4B. If I see here 7A plus 4B AD vector, so this comes out to be 7 by 2A plus 2B vector. So this is my AE vector. Okay, so AE vector, so AB is given. So AB is 6A plus 3B minus 7 by 2A minus 2B. So this comes out to be my EB vector. So EB vector is equal to uh, 5 by 2A plus B vector. Okay, so this is my EB vector, and so this is my EB vector, and this EB vector, if I'm going to compare EB vector, uh, even if I multiply it by a factor k, this become equal to DC? The question is, so if I select value of k is 2, this EB becomes equal to DC, that is 5A plus 2B, and this is equal to DC. So now this is how we can show. So first step, number one, uh, AE vector plus EB vector is equal to AB vector. Uh, so from here we calculate EB vector, and this EB vector is equal to 5 by 2A plus B. And the step is EB vector or is equal to not equal, I would say DC vector DC is equal to K times EB vector and DC is equals to 2 times EB. So K is an integer, hence DC is parallel to EB vector. Okay, but remember you have to show this working, that how you calculate this. Also write, so I will call it as third step. I will add a second step where I'm going to say that AE is equal to half of AD vector, and AE vector is equal to 7 by 2A plus 2B. So these three steps, if you're going to write in this manner, these will give you complete credit for this question. So again, this is all for this paper, and I hope you have learned something, and this whole exercise is fruitful for you. I know that tomorrow will be your exam, and I wish you all the best for your syllabus D paper number 1, and all the best for your future endeavors. Again, best of luck. Take care. Thanks for listening. Bye bye.